Hey fellow LEGO addicts, welcome to another video. Now this is a bit of a different video than I normally do, mostly because basically I was sort of talked into / helped to buy a bulk lot of LEGO, and actually I've been interested in buying a bulk lot of LEGO for a while, but I am notoriously terrible at eBay. I'm just not good at it. I never win any auctions. So my Discord member Felix found one relatively near me, and I kind of was like, fine, if you can get it for a good price, let's just try it. And he won it, so I went to pick it up. And this is kind of just the story of me sorting through the LEGO that I got. And then if you stick around to the end of the video, I'm just going to be breaking down if buying LEGO bulk lot is worth it, what the pros are, what the cons are, things to bear in mind, and just kind of like really talking about this whole phenomenon, because it is a really interesting way of getting good value LEGO. So stick around to the end where I will be back to talk about my findings. So here is the clips of me sorting through all the LEGO, and I'll see you in a moment. I've acquired some LEGO, and yes, it is indeed in bin bags. Currently like 9 PM on a Monday night, and I've just driven to Bristol and back. So I have not looked at this at all, but just so you're aware, Felix won me this bit. He bid it for me and I paid him back. And essentially he got all of this, the storage head, the bin bags, the books and instructions for £35, which I have to say seems a really good deal. So this is probably a really good time to say I am intending to sort through this, take the things out that I would like for myself and for my own collection, mostly probably minifigures, maybe some larger elements, some like certain colours that I tend to use quite a lot. And I'm probably either going to split it up by set if I can, or because that takes quite a lot of time, I may just sell it on as a job lot again, but like be a slightly more precise at like listing what's in it, listing the condition and all that kind of stuff, possibly on Facebook Marketplace or such like, just to kind of get the money back that I've paid for it or a bit more. So there's a Snape minifigure there and some like Quidditch set stuff in here, so that's a good sign. The stickers are really wonky, but because I didn't even realise that was going to be in here, that is very excellent. Some random finds. Alright, I'm halfway through-ish, like on the second bag basically. This is stuff I've kind of basically gone through, and then I'm currently sorting through all of this. All the things that I like, I'm taking out and putting together here. So this is all kind of like things I'm interested in. I found the bear, so I'm very happy because he's so cute. And here's the like flesh-eating plant. I just found the final piece of the dinosaur, so yay, he's complete. He's definitely been played with loads, because like he moves really easily. So this is definitely well loved. Semi-sorted parts, complete non-LEGO rubbish. Bits of sets that are like relatively well put together, and all the bits I'm interested in, which is actually quite a lot. It's 11 now. I've just finished laying some stuff out. Here are some of the animals. Ben's already taken a dinosaur. Here is some of the sort of part or whole minifigures, as you can see. Definitely the advent calendar. I really like him, he's so cool. And here are, like, he's cool as well. And then loads of trousers, loads of minifigure faces. All the interesting printed parts. So I finished going through a bit. This is what I have got minifigure wise for Star Wars. I've also got these, which has some Harry Potter in, as well as some of the other minifigures. This is already sold to somebody, like one of the members. I finished sorting all the Ninjago as well. These are all the complete minifigures I could find. I have some accessories for some of them as well, but I just focus on minifigures. And here are the bits of the minifigures I could find. Quite a lot of really cool ones, actually. I do really like Ninjago. It's growing on me so much. Amazing, you've returned. Welcome to the end of the video. So I hope you liked kind of seeing what kind of stuff I got in that bulk lot. Obviously it was like a huge snapshot of everything that was in there. So those 3 bin bags were all full of LEGO pieces. But I think the most important conversation to have is LEGO bulk buying worth it? And I think there's a lot of different things to consider. So first up, it's a huge gamble. Like buying LEGO bulk lot is massive gamble, especially if you want to get it for the right price on eBay. Like very often things that are poorly photographed or are collection only are the things that go for really good prices, but that also means that generally you can't really ascertain what's going to be in these bulk lots. Even if there's pictures of instructions manuals, you are never guaranteed to have the things that are in these instruction manuals. So for example, I had a few Ninjago sets, and actually the coolest minifigures that were part of those Ninjago sets ended up not being in this bulk lot, which was such a shame. But then there was other things in this bulk lot that there wasn't even instructions for, which were a complete surprise. So it is a gamble. So my first and foremost point that I want to make is only buy it if the price is right. Don't focus in on like one particular thing that you can see, like one minifigure or one instruction manual that you're like, oh my god, if this is in there, like that whole bulk lot is hugely worth it, because I'll be getting a huge deal, because you are not guaranteed that point one, it's going to be complete, point two, that it's even there in the first place, or point three, that it's in any kind of condition that it's worth anything, because very often these bulk lots are children's sort of collections, so they can be in any state. As you could see throughout my bulk lot sorting experience, I came across so much rubbish, old toys, bits of other sets, random other toys, everything was quite dirty. So if you do not like going through a used Lego set that is a bit manky, don't get a bulk lot, because you know, these are very often very well played with sets where the parents have just been clearing it up, chucking it into a big bin wherever, and then whenever they want to play with it, just get it out. So there is dust, there is dirt, you can find literally anything in these bulk lots, just kind of mixed in with the Lego. Also, you're not always guaranteed everything to be actual Lego. Often they probably will say like real Lego, but like for example with my set, there were some fake Lego sets as well, so I had to kind of sort those out. That being said, this Lego bulk lot that I got was definitely worth it for me, because it was at such a good price to start with. So, you know, this probably weighed about 5 or so, maybe more kilos. I never actually properly weighed it. And it cost £35, including that huge Lego head that you saw. That is a really good price for any kind of Lego. That's not even like a big set when you buy it new. So for the amount of pieces I got, it was amazing. And also because I didn't really have any particular things that I was hoping to be in this lot, I was just hoping that there was going to be some useful parts. It was worth it for me in that sense. So I have like a whole box full, as you can see, of just random pieces of Lego that was in this sort of like bulk lot that I thought, oh my god, this is so useful. So I have rock pieces, I've got like plates, I've got these really cool like container parts in olive green, some other big parts, this really cool Ninjago thing that I don't know what I'm going to use for, loads of these useful like plates and everything, this really cool flesh-eating plant which I really enjoy, just loads of really useful parts that I have since washed, even though they are still a little bit dirty. I have washed these now, but I have a lot of like really cool random parts that I don't think I would have picked up otherwise, but because I actually got these in the job lot, they're super useful, especially like considering my plans for the medieval area. These are super nice. Parts wise, I got a huge amount of value out of this. However, they aren't necessarily parts I was like, oh, I needed those anyway. These are just more kind of parts for they will be handy in the future. Also, what I actually ended up doing is I sorted through everything in the boxes. I took all the elements out that I liked. I took all the elements out that I thought may be interesting. And I took all the minifigure parts out. I think that's the easiest way to sort through these bulk lots, just because actually sorting through them in more depth than that is going to take you a lot of time. There was a moment where I was like, do you know what, I'm going to just sort through this all and like re-put together the sets that are meant to be in here. But I think very quickly on, just judging by the minifigures in the set, it was just obvious that very little was actually complete, even minifigure wise. So I thought there's literally no way even trying to put sets back together, because it's likely that they're not going to be complete and it's going to take so long to sort through. So I decided against that, because I didn't get this to like necessarily make a profit. I just got this because it was going to be helpful for me to get some parts. I ended up separating anything minifigures that was Star Wars, because, you know, Star Wars minifigures, there is always people that are after them. There has been some sorting out of it, so I definitely took some things out both for myself and for members. I ended up kind of like laying everything out, really roughly separate by parts to kind of give people an indication of what was there, and then I ended up selling the rest of the bulk lot for £40, plus I also sold that head for £12. So in case you're wondering what I ended up doing with it, I ended up literally selling all of this on to lovely people, and I ended up making a really small amount of profit, which is very helpful to keep the Lego budget going. Plus I got £3 out of it. So actually, if you can get a Lego bulk lot for the right price, again, essential to get it at the right price, it will be worth it. You just need to make sure and stay mindful that the time you're investing in it is not going to be like crazy, because yes, I have made a profit on this. I did also kind of spend sort of like a day and a half sorting through it. So there is that sort of like, how much do you value your time, and how do you make sure that the time that you invest in sorting through it is sort of like accounted for as well? Because I think it's really easy to look at, oh, this thing cost X, you sold it for X, that is the profit you made. But to sell it for that amount, there's been time invested to get it to the point that you can sort of do that. But because of this experience, I really felt like I wanted to break that down for you so you can kind of like make a decision for yourself. It's like, if buying bulk lots is something that you would like to do, I genuinely think, from my own experience, I would say stick with buying bulk lots only if you think you can get some value for yourself. I think it's the most rewarding if you can get stuff out of it that you want, and then kind of just sell it on to maybe another child for their play with the stuff. They're going to be happy, you're going to be happy, you know, you've got bricks you need, they have stuff to build with. If you have any questions about buying bulk lots, let me know in the comments. I will try and answer. I may do it again if there's something else that comes up for a good price near me. It was definitely worthwhile doing, even though I don't know where I'm going to store all these parts because I'm so limited on storage. It was really fun, and it is kind of like diving for treasure a little bit, so I can definitely recommend it from that perspective. Yeah, I hope that was helpful to you all, and I will see you in the next video. See you all later, guys. Bye. Hello. So many rock pieces. I got these rock pieces. Ooh. Huge place. Ooh. This is the Ninjago piece. Crazy. Crazy. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom.